Yeah.
Tom Brody.
We got it. Cheer.
Cheers to the real.
It's another one. We are back. We are in effect. Yes, sir. This is the Cheers of the Real podcast. I am Mr. Tom Brody. We are back in effect with another one. We keep coming back. Shit don't never stop. We are culture kings out here. It's art, it's music, it's culture. We're blessed and we're motivated. Got another special guest over here, little co-host. We're gonna let him introduce himself to the people.
Yes, sir. It's your boy PC Top Diamond Records.
So he's gonna help me ride this ship into the sunset right now. PC, how you feeling, my brother?
It's a fact. I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm motivated.
It's the only way.
We grinding.
PC, how you feel about I know you a hip hop head, but how you feel about hip hop right now, man?
Hip hop. Used to do
starting
it
in the
out
dark.
in the park. Yeah, used to do it out in the dark.
See, for you that don't know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely one of the students of the game. Around fortunate to be around during hip hop's inception, and hip hop just turned 50, right? So I mean,
Listen.
So
I wanna being that we're sitting down. I am gonna show a few clips. PC's gonna ride out this next episode before we introduce our next guest. Will be Sha Nookie and Ace Andretti.
Yes, sir.
PC, when we say hip hop, we're saying the culture. You see what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Right. PC actually has a label himself, right?
Yeah.
Putting
Top
out.
Diamond Records, you already know.
Lot of consistency going on.
Yeah, that's the main aim. Trying to be consistent.
He got his own hoodies too. Love those hoodies.
Oh yeah, you already know the Top Diamond
Yo,
Records.
show the camera in the back of the hoodie. Stop playing games. Show the camera in the back of the hoodie. Yeah, show him the back of the hoodie.
Let me.
Hold on, you got to see the back of the hoodie. That's the winner right there. You got to come to the camera over on this side. Yeah, man, that shit is a beautiful thing over there. Look at that thing. You don't even have to come. You got you did the wide shots. You can see it. Yeah, that's beautiful, son.
Got my boy, Tom Brody, the classic.
Yeah, Dave said, do it in your camera. Just stand right there. Stand right there. Wait, stay right here. Yeah. Look. Yeah, bam. The classic and vintage 1993 NYC.
Yo, okay, this is the.
Yo, I feel
Watch
old.
my back, I got your front.
Yo.
Hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
I feel old when I see that flick. God damn it.
And it goes without saying.
And the Marlboro staircase.
Riding with my boy Tom Brody, one of my day ones, and just been down with me,
So
and the
PC's been putting out a lot of work. You know what I mean? He's been busy. He's been putting out a lot of independent content. But listen, we all know it's a labor of love. But I did want to get your opinion on not only submissions not only music submissions and art submissions that we have coming up to the show, but wanted to get your opinion on some news, on some things happening in the world, and things of that nature. So Dave, you could pull up any clip, and me and PC will kind of just break it down and decipher it, and we'll just build. We're gonna have some drinks. Everybody, I appreciate you tuning in onto the Cheers of the Real podcast. It's a podcast where we support art, music, culture, and pretty much give you a perspective of a urbanization of a view of how we do things, you know what I mean? Whether it be from Coney Island to Whitestone, we're live here at Mixerhead Studios, and we're going to pull up a few current news clips and articles and pieces of content, but on a side burner, me and PC, we've known each other for a while now, right? We've known each other for a mad amount of years. We've been working. PC's another independent artist. Shit. It's hard to stay in the. Listen, you got to stay motivated, right? Tell them.
You got to stay motivated. You got to be consistent and find that inspiration and stay inspired. And, life in and of itself is inspiration, enough.
Life-
It's not hard to find.
Life always throw you those curveballs,
Yeah.
right, man?
Yeah, and I just feel like we're in
Tell them about your own. Tell them about their own come up. Listen, people think being an artist is easy. They just think, listen, I'm talented, and I'm just gonna blow up. I don't give a fuck whether it's playing the piano, singing, or rapping. People just think talent overrides the hustle. All right, but you out here really grinding. I don't think people understand the dots you connecting on the back end, right? Because you're kind of manipulating things on the back end.
Yeah.
But explain to people like, bro, you got to put the work in.
Well, for me, being a lyricist, being a writer, that's basically the backbone of it all. Being an MC, even a spoken word artist a little bit. Just the. You gotta be consistent. You gotta stay loyal to your craft. You have to stay writing. That's the foundation for me. The main thing that's where everything else is just like kind of fall into place and connect, and it's just easier that way. But the main thing is always been having something to say basically.
And he has a lot of hoodies, merch. A lot of content on deck.
TopDiamondInc.com.
He's a proven factor of you may not have heard of the guy, and you're like, yo, Tom Brody got this random guy up. Who is this guy? But listen, check out his body of work. Go to his IG. You know what I'm saying? He's out here grinding hand to hand with the people, pushing his merch and pushing his content. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. Hit up the website, TopDiamondInc.com. Where you can get some of these official, hoodies. Also,
you do custom orders and all that. Listen, heavy custom orders. It'd be like, listen, I want 5,000. I want 20,000.
We could definitely customize and personalize, a package for you. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is just go to the site and we got T-shirts, we got hoodies, like I said, hats, book bags, notebooks.
Listen, my party people, my man's been out here grinding.
And also I got the the recent collaboration with our Earth Pioneers, which is just been dope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And working on but besides that, the music. Working on Blessings with Brody.
Yeah, well, we have a track together,
collaboration, and it's just been really hands on with it.
I've always appreciated the fact that we know each other from the root, but I've always appreciated that you never gave up and you keep grinding and reinventing yourself. And that's something I want you to share, because again, there's gonna be younger people that listen, that you're gonna have to reinvent yourself. You're gonna have to take the blows, the hits, and kind of get up, lick your wounds, and kind of keep moving forward.
That's a fact. A fact. You got to be resilient, and I mean, where one door closes, like sometimes it's just an opportunity for 2 or 3 other doors to open up for you, and and then making the right decisions and working with being selective with opportunities that lead to other opportunities.
That's a big fact. Opportunities. Dave, whenever you get a chance, you could pull up some of the clips that were lined up, and me and PC will. You could pull up that one. Sure. So I want you to take a peek at this. Dave, I appreciate you. We're live here at Mixerhead Studios, Queens, New York. I'm here with PC, Top Diamond Records.
Yes, sir.
We're here live at the Cheerz of the Real podcast, and I'm just going to get his opinion on some current events out here.
Cheerz to the Real.
This is episode.
Good vibes only.
You know what it is.
You know what it is. It's going down.
Elon Musk's Neuralink is scarier than the metaverse. Imagine having a technology where you put a chip in your brain. Elon Musk is a maverick entrepreneur who revolutionized the space industry by bringing us self-driving electric cars and reusable rockets. Because of this, neuroscientists and biotech experts had mixed feelings when Elon Musk announced his new company Neuralink in 2016. It was a brain-computer interface. Is there a chance for this new business to succeed? Today, Neuralink's
pretty
reviews
crazy.
are mixed, with some hailing it as the next big thing while others claim
My
and
brothers,
believe that
this is another
Neuralink is
level.
only making promises it can't deliver on that could lead to a scary, dystopic, sci-fi fiction future. But what do they think? Well, on the Wall Street Journal CEO's Council video interview, Elon Musk said that he didn't want to raise hopes unnecessarily, but he was increasingly confident that Neuralink would implant its first human devices subject by 2022.
Wow.
To him, FDA standards for brain implanting chips were too low, and therefore he was confident that the chips would help paraplegics and quadriplegics regain full body functionality.
That's
In today's
insane.
video, we will be
That's
examining
insane.
the most scary technology between the Neuralink and the metaverse. Relax. A lot of mind-blowing facts will be unveiled in today's edition. Hey everyone, welcome to the Millionaire Mentor channel where you can get
Yo, Dave, you can pause that.
News
Listen,
on trending business
that's kind of
and
crazy when you really think
entrepreneurship
about it.
news.
What do you think? What do you like a Neuralink and what do you think?
Well,
Put
you know,
chips in your brain and how you feeling about this?
Well,
plug it in.
Elon Musk, you know, he's a multi-billionaire. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, he's you know, what is the owner of Tesla and
Of course. Well established.
I mean, he's very well established.
But how do you feel about that particular?
He's got a lot of time. You know, he got a lot of time on his hands and a lot of money, and maybe he wants to, you know, make some investments. And
would you purchase a Neuralink?
I think that's a little bit like, you know, a little far-fetched for me. You know. You know, bring it on back to topdominate.com and get yourself a hat, you know, a few t-shirts and a hoodie,
you know what I mean?
You know.
I think, listen, but to be honest, they'll pitch that and make it seem, hey,
you know,
with the Neuralink, you could do your shopping.
Yeah.
You can browse the web.
Well, first of all, to even afford, you know, something like, I mean, come on, man, to afford something like
right
that.
Right into the brain. That's straight out of the Matrix, bro.
One thing, but,
straight out of the Matrix.
You never know. I've seen a pair of Yeezys at Flight Club for $5,000, 5 bands.
And I'm just going to tip my glasses and I'll buy them. Like, boop, boop, and you buy them.
You know, I seen like five bands. I seen, wow, man, if I'm going to skip like every like other shoe, like, no, I got to have these Yeezys for 5 bands. Here you go.
But you're gonna do it with the Neuralink.
You know what I'm saying? It's
and you'll click on with your brain, and you do it.
It's all that, you know. Yeah, that's where it's comparative to, like, you know, and
scary technology.
Why, like, you know,
technology is scary.
And you know, and it's crazy, like, you know.
Do you think? Because you know, there's conspiracy theories, right? Do you think that could lead to problems? Do you think it could lead to like this kind of cloned cyborg, the government is controlling you kind of scenario?
You know, I got a lot of sci-fi friends and you know, conspiracy theorists.
Right,
you know, definitely, you know, a lot of buddies. And I mean, I'm sure they would find something like this very interesting. They would be into this. Like, they would be like, man, like, you know, if I get a record deal and I get like, you know, you know what I mean? I get a few hundred bands right now. I'm going to, you know, invest. You know, but when we was coming up, like, we used to have conversations about, you know, this type of technology and, you know, microchips being implanted and, you know, into the brain or whatever.
Can I be honest? Isn't that ironic, though?
Yeah.
We're all cut from that cloth, right? That old New York.
Oh, yeah.
So I clearly remember hanging out with the homies and building in the early 90s talking about computer chips
you know,
in your skin.
Yeah, but this, you know, we our fear was that they were gonna like, you know, mandate it and, you know, roll out with it.
But can they not, though?
You know, something like, you know, COVID-19 or whatever, the vaccine or whatever.
So then, could they not, though? Is that not scary?
But,
right, to see what just happened with COVID.
But with Elon Musk, you know, he's a capitalistic dude. He's a capitalist. You know, he's trying to make money. Right. So you know, even if they had the cure for the AIDS, you know, AIDS, or, you know,
the value is,
you know,
you sick.
would they, you know, make it, you know, over the counter and real, like, affordable and accessible?
You think they would?
No, I mean, they can make a lot of money.
Does that not say a lot about the world, right?
You know, yeah, you know, and you know, but it's better than, you know, rolling out with this military, you know, one world government
shame on us.
type of.
So basically, what PC is saying,
know.
what PC is saying is, shame on us. There are people in society that would have the cure to a disease, and you would choose to hold it for solely profit and gain.
For profit and gain.
Because the real value is probably keeping people sick.
Yeah.
Right? Because now you need the pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, it's based on need.
On anything,
supply
right?
and demand. If it need,
hey, look at what the city is doing now. We had a guest up recently. We were just talking. Look at the city now. What they're trying to do with people, sending them to shelters, or people have schizophrenia or bipolar, or people out and about. Like they're trying to mandate you getting locked up.
Correct.
Based on
Correct.
I don't even know what the legality is with that. But how do you take someone off the street and then say, I define you crazy?
Yeah.
Which is a bad term anyway, but I'm going to take you and say you're mentally unfit and then lock you up, Bro, it's tough. Because there's a lot of people in society, and we both know this, within the hip-hop realm, which is for some reason like a secret.
Right.
Mental disorders in the hip-hop realm, or even just mental health, right? Kidney health, your lungs. Like, people be out here pushing the smoking. Let's be honest, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, party people. Let's all listen to each other and let's be clear and let's talk the truth. There's no way you're going to tell me that you're going to co-sign legalizing smoking as if it's really, 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 really good for your health. It's impossible.
Oh no. Right? They
it's the same thing
the
with alcohol,
government
right?
wants in.
No, I'm drinking. I'm drinking and I'm saying cheers to the real. And I realize the poison. But let's be honest.
Like alcohol,
that's a fact.
I mean, if the government wants a piece of it, like if this is the thing that's booming right now,
bro.
And, at the time, if it was alcohol, everybody's drinking. So the government are like, listen, why don't we legalize this thing and tax it, and we get a piece of it,
even with
and monetize it that way.
People in the island, Haiti, DR, PR, Puerto Rico. They got homegrown caña. So like even then, even if there was no kind of like structure of business, people are still doing homegrown alcohol.
Oh yeah.
Just like they do homegrown marijuana.
Yeah.
Because I think marijuana itself probably not as bad as what people think it is. But at the end of the day, which is why they're making it legal.
Well, you can only contain it, you can
only do so much.
Yeah,
You can only do so much. Anything or too much is gonna be a bad thing. Even legal gambling, for that matter, right? Legal gambling. So we're gonna justify legal gambling. Doesn't it taint the sport a little bit? When you got that much money on the line.
Yeah, and it's legal, and you lose all that money. You just legally lost all that money that you can't sue nobody.
Where we going with this now?
You held liable for that situation.
I don't personally. I'm a sports buff. I don't gamble on sports because I ain't got that kind of money.
That's a fact. That's crazy.
I don't got 20. I don't got 20 racks to lose.
And you're putting your spirits up on something that's really out of your control, brother. Like it's really out of your control. Who's gonna win? What's gonna
super out of control.
So many variables. Like there's so many things that could go wrong.
I really be feeling. Call me old school. Call me But I know how the mob works from the 70s and the 80s.
Yeah.
So anyone is influenced.
Oh yeah.
Look at the whole scandal with the referees.
Yeah.
Donovan. Listen, people are easily bought off. Anybody could be bought off, bro. A judge, a fucking cop, anybody could be bought off.
Yeah.
People be out here thirsty.
Yeah.
You tell them, listen, I'm going to give you 20. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 5 racks to smack that dude's fucking. Yo, here's 5 racks. I want you to jump off the pier.
Yeah.
There'll be people doing backflips.
But just going back to, what we saw about, hip hop, the state of hip hop and everything like that. Man, I just recently, I met, it was just like I met a few young guys, young people, young individuals, and just like slightly above 21, but like maybe like in the 22, 23 range, and not quite a quarter of a century all the way yet, but and in conversation, like they found out, that I'm an artist, and who am I influenced by, and this that. Come to find out, like there's such a generational gap that, like there's like these guys, like 23 years old who have no idea who the Fugees are, the Grammy award-winning Fugees.
How dare you say that you're hip hop and not know who the Fugees are?
This is my ever. I take offense to that.
Let me ask you something real quick, just to stay on topic. Is Wyclef underrated or overrated?
Wyclef, underrated, overrated. I'm a big fan of the Fugees.
Is he
I'm
underrated?
I'm a big fan of the
Hold
group.
on.
You know,
Hashtag Wyclef.
Overrated, overrated. I think he's just different, and the being different always kind of wins.
I think
like,
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it funky.
When you go against the grain a little bit, you usually, you know what I mean.
Wyclef is
win
underappreciated.
You know, he's underappreciated. Yeah. You know, I mean, he plays instruments and you know, he got bars like. But if you listen to his back in the days,
correct,
when he was a hungry MC, he got bars.
That's
he got bars.
That's a fact.
And you know,
underappreciated.
You know,
we're gonna put him in that underappreciated category.
But you know, he's underappreciated. At the same time, people think like, you know, maybe Wyclef is doing so well, like due to his, like, you know, he's kind of low. He's like a low key type of individual. I think he's not very like.
I didn't know. I did not know. Did not know. Allegedly, Wyclef is claiming that he lived in Marlboro.
Marlboro Projects.
Yo, shout out to my hood, Marlboro. I never saw him out there.
I've never seen him out there.
But when I saw him in I think him like a Hot 97 interview, and he said he used to live in Marlboro. I don't know what building, but there's a few individuals that's like, yeah. So I was like, word? Oh, shit.
You know, he's an interesting dude.
He's dope.
Yeah, he's dope. I've seen him live.
Reps the Haitian community super hard.
Yeah.
Sapase.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing me. Yeah, man.
You know, and
try to run for president, I think.
Yeah.
My guy.
He's a good guy and everything like that.
Guy.
I like him.
He said, "I'm going for
president." Stays out of the controversy, you know. For the most part, I don't hear him about him in the tabloids too much, which is good.
Yo, let's expand this question. For the listeners, we're here live with PC Top Diamond Records.
Yes, sir.
Got an independent record company. He's putting out merch.
Yes, sir.
And he's basically, you know, we're just dissecting some good conversation. We're building. We're having drinks. We're live here at the Cheerz of the Real podcast. Just paying homage to my peoples and showing flowers.
Appreciate you, Brody.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for having me as a guest also, you know what I'm saying, having me involved. And, you know, the whole movement, it's a powerful movement. And we definitely needed another platform. You know.
So I'm glad you finally got to come up, man.
Yeah, you know. And cheers, man.
Salud.
Cheers to the real.
So yeah, man. Like we said, we're just having some light conversation while you're driving or chilling or hanging loose.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Dave, you have another clip that we could kind of showcase real quick, and I could get his opinion. Because we out here drinking, and I sidetracked myself. So we're going to... Yeah, let's play the JetBlue. There we go. Let's do that. I'll get your opinion on this.
Yeah.
So we'll play the video. We'll get your opinion. PC Top Diamond Records, live here at the Cheerz of the Real podcast.
Yes, sir.
We're discussing art, music, culture.
Yes, sir.
So... I did not know who she was.
I'm Ava DuVernay. I'm a filmmaker and a film distributor, and this is my favorite place in the whole world.
I want to get your opinion.
The Array Creative Campus in a historic Filipino town.
She's gorgeous. I like her dreadlocks.
Now,
beautiful.
From this
her dreads are beautiful.
I've been creating stories with my colleagues for about the past 10 years. And I'm excited to be on this JetBlue flight to share a little bit about my team and what we do here.
I mean, you had dreadlocks,
so
listen to this.
Take a peek.
We're in the same community.
She managed.
First up is our production hub, Array Filmworks.
Okay, so Array Filmworks.
Gorgeous, yeah.
This is what she put out.
Television shows like
a lot of
and When They See It,
content.
Just to name a few. Array Alliance is our nonprofit for initiatives like Array Crew.
She pushed an independent channel with JetBlue.
Also Array 101, our effort to educate.
Pretty much now when you come to Puerto Rico and you come visit me, and you're on that JetBlue flight, you could watch good quality content catered to black and brown people.
Yeah.
As opposed to the body of work of what they have now don't really reflect us.
Yeah. Our very own screening room. I get to tell you
credit to JetBlue for thinking out the box and creating
So this is our
you know,
a little cultural sensitivity.
Yo, that is fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, that's catering to the, you know.
I don't know who the corporate executive, whoever the corporate guys are at JetBlue. You guys are smart.
That's smart.
You teamed up with a real passionate individual.
Oh yeah.
Time amidst the clouds to discover the indie gems.
That is amazing.
Articulate, also very you know.
No, she's informative. She comes off as a beautiful person.
Yeah, very
absolutely.
Very bright.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, David, pull the article so we can kind of read off the article so he can see the substance. But what are your opinions on that? Like, what do you think? What do you think that what do you? Yeah, let's play anyone. You could drop anyone. But what do you think about JetBlue and that little kind of corporate merger? Not corporate merger, but
that's big.
I think that's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty
cultural
amazing.
sensitivity.
So we
and
pulled up another little clip, but that's awesome sensitivity on JetBlue's part.
Yeah, that very much so. Yeah,
credit to them, man. Credit to any corporations that kind of figured out the narrative that you have to cater to culture because culture sells.
Yeah,
I think corporate America is getting hip to the hop that kind of need to find the niche within the niche, whether it be religion, or color or anything else. Not color, but religion or customs.
Yeah.
We could play that next one if you want, Dave. Let me see that clip you pulled up. So once again, you're here live at the Cheers to the Real podcast. We're discussing art, music, culture, PC Top Diamond Records. Got this little clip, wanted to get your opinion on. Live here with the listeners on a live stream. So I found this article I thought you might find bananas. So with this release, according to this date that we're here, $725 million in additional security funds are being asked for the war in Ukraine. That number.
This is from the U.S. now, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That number is bananas.
$725 million. That's almost $1 billion.
Now, if you see the breakdown, like if you see, 5,000 anti-tank weapons, high-speed missiles, artillery rounds, ammunition, rocket systems, small arms, medical supplies, medical supplies. Bro, you know how much that, to be honest with you, that category of medical supplies could probably be in a whole nother category.
Man.
Because all that is money.
Mm-hmm.
That probably more than bullets, medical supplies.
Yeah, and very valuable.
Yep. This is crazy. This is I don't know how as a country we can keep affording to be drained like that. Those numbers are astronomical. I don't even know where. I can't even imagine. You're draining the people, man.
It's like we're siding with the Ukraine more than Russia. It's
listen. Let it be known. I don't take sides, but the one side I will say is I'm this is my country, so I'm always gonna put this country ahead. I don't get involved
neither. Yeah.
No, yeah. Listen, there's always a love-hate relationship, but I love my country, but I don't respect or love the government. That's just the nature of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just what it is. I've always been for the people, by the people. I stand with the people. But there's a lot of things that the government does. When you look at the track record of the country, you look at the track record of the history of of what's been going on. You're like, sheesh, sheesh. Even hip hop right now, right? Look at some of the gatekeepers.
Yeah.
The gatekeepers are not black and brown.
I don't know. I think.
Or are they black and brown?
I think a lot of the gatekeepers, maybe they aspire to be the new oppressor, if you will. Sometimes, it's
which is why I steadily say
there's no customer service in hip hop.
It's
just a different business. There's no customer service. There's no. You can't complain. You can't complain to I bought this album and I listened to it and
there's no customer service in hip hop. Yo, PC, I love that shit.
It's just I love that.
We need customer service.
Creativity.
In hip hop.
It's like
I want to complain to someone and say, yo, this album is trash.
Yeah, and
that'll be so dope.
There's no, there's none.
1-800, your album is trash.
And. There's no, man. It's like,
but I got a better
everybody's
question
trying
for
to make $1.
Should there be a hip hop Hall of Fame?
I think hip hop has gotten them more popular than.
Or should there be a hip hop
comedy?
I got a better question for you, even a deeper question. How about this? And Dave, you could join on it. But should there be a hip hop kind of pension plan
Pension plan. Yeah,
well,
man,
almost like a retirement pension plan. This is what me and PC are proposing at the Cheers of the Real podcast, is that we need to come to a middle ground with corporations and corporate America that I guess if you do a certain amount of caliber of success, you should be entitled to a lifelong, healthcare. I think at some point you should be able
accessible healthcare for
1,000,000%.
Yeah,
I think
that's
a
least
pension
we
plan,
do. Like
right?
that's
a hip hop. Yo, bro, my brother, you need to start working on this long-term health care and this long-term pension plan.
It already is. It's called Medicaid.
But I do think as artists that would be. It goes hand in hand with this kind of hip hop Hall of Fame.
Hip hop union.
There you go, hip hop union. Ooh, we got the NBA union.
Listen, they got a hip hop dictionary already. I mean, the steps are,
But a hip hop union, I like that idea, right? I like that one.
Union, I mean, as a young artist, like kind of looking out for each other, that would be, that would translate.
We are the Cheerz of the Real podcast. We want a hip hop union. We want to organize the people.
Yeah,
get together and we get better wages, so to speak.
Better wages, and
listen, look at the streaming platforms, right? Are the streaming platforms? Let's think about it, people. Are the streaming platforms really doing the artist any really real service? Are you really getting toyed around with the streaming platforms? A lot of people argue, and a lot of people's positions are that streaming platforms are kind of really draining you as an artist.
Well, playlisting kind of helps. Like, playlisting is it's nice and affordable, but it's like it'll give you a little bit of an edge.
It would.
Like,
yeah, it would.
And
it would.
Anything you could do, like anything you could do to promote yourself and get yourself out there, get your name out there, and get people to hear you, get people to click. I mean, to get people to click.
You think for younger artists, like if you're giving them a word of advice, I guess we're gonna start kind of wrapping it up. But if you were giving them a word of advice, do they have to play the social media game? Is that mandatory?
I mean, with the attention span nowadays, like, it's cool to get some airtime, get some hang time on your phone, and kind of scroll through your down your through the Instagram feed or whatnot. But it's cool. A little bit of it, with a little bit of balance, it doesn't hurt. But you got to get back to the meat and potatoes, man. You got errands to do. You as a kid, you got homework. You got
I think that's schoolwork.
The part.
I think people can relate when they listen. I think for a lot of people, they may say, "Hey, listen, I could rap, or I could draw, or I could act, or I could cut and sew, and I'm talented."
Yeah.
But I think when you hone it in from what he's saying and what we're trying to explain to people is that passion is amazing, but if there's no principle behind your passion and you're not really following through, you're just talking.
Yeah, well,
you just out here just talking.
Yeah, it's cool to have a hobby. It's cool.
There you go. You said it well. It's cool.
It's cool to have a hobby. I mean, some guys sometimes like that. Rap. It's just a hobby. Knock it off. Like it's not. You know what I mean? It's not like you're taking it a little too serious, and it's just a hobby. For you tell some guys, for you it's a hobby. It should be. And
it's a hobby for you.
Yeah,
your fam, fall back.
It would actually work as a hobby. As a hobby, it's just like
and hey, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Even myself, with my music career, and everything we're doing, I'm blessed now to be doing film and art and this documentary. But even for me, I guess I'm a full-time hobbyist.
Yeah,
but I felt it's not until recently, I want to say within like even before, a little bit before COVID, like I've been very active, but I fell in love with the culture again.
Yeah.
So I found the joy. I think I found the joy, and I think a lot of artists, they lose the joy. And then it becomes a fucking job.
Yeah, you don't want to lose the joy of you don't want to lose that happiness. I mean, like that passion.
This shit could drain you, bro.
Yeah, like if it was it was a job, it was a 9 to 5.
You're like fuck. But
come
me,
on, man. Like,
PC, people that come up here on the fucking Cheers of the Real podcast, we fucking love this shit.
You want me to spit a freestyle? I don't know. You kidding me?
We live this shit.
I get a cup of coffee
you
first.
Know what I mean? Black, please.
Black, please. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big fact.
You know,
Dave, let's pull up one more news clip. We'll get some opinions.
Yeah.
I
mean, hip hop is just something a little.
What do you just for the people listening in who might be a little bit younger than us? What are you currently listening to? Anything new that we're listening to?
What am I listening to? Man,
any
you know
new
what I'm listening to? A little bit of the Afro beat.
Oh,
yeah, the Afro beat.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest.
You know,
between that tribal Latin house and
yeah,
Afro beats and Afro house, I could get lost.
Takes the edge off, like, you know.
I start cleaning my house and shit.
Or besides that, you know, I'm listening to that Tom Brody. You know,
I appreciate you, brother.
That volume 1, volume 2, volume 3.
Yeah.
Volume 4.
Yeah.
Keep going. Volume 5, 6, 7.
Yo, I'm actually right
8,
now. We're working on.
And you've been pretty busy yourself, man. You know,
10.
putting that work in. You know, putting that necessary work, and hard work always pays off, man.
I am the poster boy of the broke underground artist. That's me. You know what I mean? No, we can hold that. But I am that guy, you know what I mean? But again, I love paying homage to people that understand the pain and the sacrifice. Everyone that's tuning in, they probably want to get a little knowledge and a little kind of a little hints on how to be a better artist and shit. But I know you're working on a lot of stuff with the fashion, a lot of stuff with the prints, a lot of stuff with the prints on demands, a lot of stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Any tips that you would give, you know, up and coming like-minded people like yourself?
Yeah, man. You know
how we staying motivated.
Listen,
how should they stay
start
motivated?
Start on your block, man. Start on your block. Start in your neighborhood, your hood, your building, and build with your your network of just accessible and available peers, and build a reputation for yourself. And
bro, you gotta put the work in.
You gotta put the work in. You get out what you put in. You
gotta put the work in.
You gotta put that work in. Especially with the with the pen, man. And the vocabulary.
Pen game.
And I'm gonna give a little secret. I'm gonna give the whole hip hop community a little secret, and the whole like up and coming artists a little secret.
We got a secret.
Okay, the secret is vocabulary. Okay, so the vocabulary is necessary. Okay, I think that guys miss the it goes over the head.
This is why it's called being a wordsmith.
And yeah, being a wordsmith and lyricist and
even with rock,
MC.
right? Even when you listen to some of the rock bands, right? If you really listen to what they're saying, they're a wordsmith with the pen game.
Yeah, man. Listen, they're very selective with their words and very descriptive.
Facts.
So this is we gotta get back. We gotta hone them in. I guess they didn't know the secret. We didn't tell them. We kept it a secret. The secret is vocabulary. Okay, you need that vocab, because the beats I love. I love the trap beats. Oh, the trap snares and
snares
and the hi hats.
Well, let me ask you.
Them.
Would you say New York is like iconic sound of boom bap is iconic sound of New York?
Well, there's nothing wrong with switching it up, but bring it on back home.
Right,
like, you gotta bring it home. Pay homage to but I think that like artists are like really they got the blindfolds on and they just like no I'm not going to go through the process.
Right.
I'm not gonna battle. I'm not gonna deal with. I'm not gonna.
Because New York has its own swag. Whether it be the fashion, because of course you being a fashionista when you're like designing something is with a New York eye. When you're writing your rhymes, it's really like with a New York eye.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean?
And I just like hip hop rap. One element of hip hop, it birthed in the Bronx. This is part of the five boroughs where I'm from.
Of course, my audience knows what's popping.
And I'm from Brooklyn and then they took it. They took it here. They took it to the west. They took it to the south. They took it to the Midwest, to this, that, and the other. And then it became like all this other.
But listen,
watered down, more acceptable.
To go back to your music and go back to music, I really think that New York is coming back hard.
Yeah, well, this,
at least
with
musically.
this secret right here, you know, you gotta have, you gotta have wordplay.
Facts.
You gotta have wordplay, and that's all I hear. Like the music is missing. Like it's like straying so far from its roots.
Well, it's more swag as opposed to the pen game. But listen, to bring that conversation 360, you need to be a wordsmith. You need your pen game has to be on point.
Yeah.
You need to be a lyricist. But this is why here in New York, we the home of lyricism, and we pay homage, especially here in the Cheerz of the Real podcast. We pay homage, to people that love the culture, that got bars, that put the work in. Facts. Yeah, and PC been putting in the work.
Yeah,
check the track record.
You know, and we just haven't been given it like not easy. It's one thing to not like you know, and there's a lot of people, like religious-minded people, who are like real big sticklers, like, you know, I don't want to idolize this person, and it says in the Bible not to idolize, and it's idolatry, and it's this, that, and the other. Okay, well, don't idolize the artist is one thing, but understand that the artist is a messenger, and the artist has a body of work. Check that body of work out, like,
but I think we lost that component because, like you said, with the whole wordsmith thing, we went away from the message. We went away from the message, and it's more maybe swag inspired and dance inspired and all that other shit.
Yeah, but you take it back to do the history and like look back to you know Curtis Blow, for instance, like you know his
fucking legend.
You know, just legend. I mean, so like you know, study the footsteps, like you know, Cal Vest One, Rakim. You know, you got the Cool G Raps, you got D Nice, you got the self-destruction, you know, movement. You know, self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction.
And again, for all the listeners, I want them to understand. PC is a good example of an MC who kind of reinvented himself. Switch lanes, started getting into printing, started getting into t-shirt design, started getting into the merch game. He's being real humble, real passive. We're just chopping it up here live with Cheerz of the Real podcast. But he's very successful and productive at what he does. You could check the IG. You could check the whole social media movement. He's really in the back end, kind of grinding and putting things together. Anything currently working on?
Currently, just been writing, working on some new beats, some new tracks, but the main thing is the website topdominate.com, and just been updating that.
I guess on the back end we were talking about. I know you're cooking up a tour, but when you solidify it, I guess you know you'll kind of come back up and you'll kind of market that whole tour
definitely.
game.
You know, we were chopping it up. We could chop it about that. You know, to the tour. Maybe it might be a 5-city or a 10-city tour.
That'd be amazing.
You know, trying to get fill up the roster. So you know, we'll have we're doing it through the label, and we'll have
not easy, bro.
You know, different artists.
Listen, for you underground artists, for everyone that wants to reach out, he's gonna give his contacts. But listen, this is PC Top Diamond Records.
Well, it's PC.
You know what I mean?
_ Top Diamond Records on all platforms. The IG, Facebook, it's all the same.
My man is grinding, sir. My man is grinding, and it's not easy to put together a 5-city tour, 10-city tour.
If you're an artist, you're an independent artist, and you're grinding, and you got your thing going, hit me up if you're interested. You know, a 5-city tour, 10-city tour, man. That's nothing. And if you know it goes well, we do it again. You know, and
underground hip hop will never die, my brother. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Listen, we are here live. New episode with my man PC, Top Diamond Records. It's art, it's music, it's culture. This is the Cheerz of the Real podcast. We are here live with a stream. I am Tom Brody, the Lone Wolf. We're going to take a break. Live podcast. Yo, PC, thank you for coming, my brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Cheerz to the Real.
Yo, tune in. Next episode will be on deck. Tune in. We're going to take a quick break. Yo, Dave, you can throw that music on. Yes, sir. Tom Brody.
vibes only. Putting in work and recipes to all the homies. Yeah, money was the motive. Hood couldn't hold me. 100K made man suckers looking phony. Yeah, cheers to the real. Good vibes only. Putting in work and recipes to all